We got this screamer of an email saying that 2 of the snakes had died.
I never spoke with these people on the phone, never.
I hope you got your money. Please tell me you got your money.
But I didn't know that they were not going to receive their reptiles.
This is a 7-foot green Burmese python.
My baby, that's completely unreasonable.
If you want to fight, I can get you boxing gloves, but we're not here for that. My first case ever with worms.
Come here, Sophie. Get him, Rusty.
Can I say something?
No. If she hadn't had an oral agreement, how do you do? I know you've all been sworn. I have read your complaints. Sir, I can't help but notice that. What kind of snake is that?
This is a 7-foot green Burmese python.
Okay, you be sure you hold on to it.
Yes, sir.
Because Rusty, he told me he wanted to measure that, and I told him, I didn't think you better do it. But it's 7 feet.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Is it going to grow anymore?
He'll grow to approximately 14 to 16 feet long.
You're still going to be able to wear it around your neck?
No, he'll be too big for that.
And what do you do with it after that?
We have to build him an extra large cage.
Okay. Tell me why you keep a snake like that.
Because I really enjoy reptiles, and I love keeping reptiles as a hobby. And one day when we move to Middle Tennessee to our new home, we want to start breeding our own reptiles. It's one of my interests.
All right. You bought some snakes from the defendant?
Yes, sir.
How many?
5.
And how much were they?
We paid a total of $550 for the snakes and $38 for the shipping, or a total of $588.
Where were they to be shipped from?
Pomona, California.
And what area do you live in?
Memphis, Tennessee.
Okay. Did you come out here specifically to file this action?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Did you sell him some snakes?
Okay.
Okay?
No, okay, let me tell you can I tell you my story?
First I have to ask you.
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Or
how much?
I didn't, but somebody was using my internet address, my name, and my address in my home.
Did you know about it?
Yes, I did. But I didn't know that they were not going to receive their reptiles.
Did you get a check for $550?
Yes, I did. I cashed it for that person. I gave that person the money.
Do you have a canceled check, sir?
Yes, sir, I do. This is the postal money order that I had made out to Cindy Montero for $588.
Have you seen this?
Yes, I did.
It says the check was made out to you, Cindy Montero.
Yes, it was.
You cashed it.
Yes, I did.
What'd you do with the money?
I gave it to that person that was using my internet address.
You knew what this was for?
Yes, I did.
Did you talk to him about when he was going to send the snakes?
Yes, I did.
What did he say?
He told me he was going to send them, and I also received I guess it was a letter from Richie.
Yes.
Stating that he was going to bring me to court. And that was the last person that's the last time I spoke to that person, and I talked to that person, and I told him that he was either going to send them their snakes or pay them the money, because I was going to have to go to court.
You know where that person is now?
Yes, I do.
Have you talked to him?
No, I don't want any contact with that person anymore.
Well, did you tell Mr. Wheeler?
I never got in contact with him. No, I didn't. Because that person.
Don't you think that would have been a good idea?
Yes, but that person told me that he was going to take care of it, which he never did, and I just assumed he did.
That's a word you should never use.
Yeah.
If you live by that word assume, you won't go very far.
Now I know that.
Now you know it. Okay. I hope you learned something. But since you were the one that got the money, check is made out to you. Mm-hmm. I think you're in trouble.
I know.
You know that. Okay.
All the correspondence over a 3-month period was with Ms. Montero. Even the correspondence where we made the demand letter and told her that we were going to file in court.
Did she answer you?
No, not at all.
Well,
Never made an attempt.
Okay. Did you receive any letters?
I received one letter. That's the letter I gave to that person to take care of it.
Why didn't you answer the letter and tell him this story?
Because I actually believed that person was going to take care of it. And he did. I thought he did because that was the only letter I received.
What about all the emails?
I
There are
never,
6 weeks of emails sent to your
I
web
never
address.
go into my internet. That was the only person using it. And then I turned it off and I stopped using it because I didn't use it. That person asked to use it, and I let him use it.
That's how you contacted the defendant, through the internet?
Yes, sir, over the internet through email. That was the only contact that I had with her.
I never spoke with these people on the phone, never.
You refused to supply your phone number. We asked for it.
I'm sorry, I didn't refuse. The other person refused. And I apologize for that.
Well, we asked for you to call us collect, too.
Did you ever get a request?
No, I didn't. I never got that.
Your Honor, I have here copies of all the emails that were sent back and forth to Cindy Montero.
Back and forth?
Yes, sir.
How many were
From
sent?
and to Cindy Montero's website address.
Yeah, but I want to know what was returned. Was anything sent back after you sent the emails?
There was emails sent to us from the address Cindy Montero has, and up until approximately the end of March, we received email back until they sent the last email, which was, I hope you got your money, please tell me you got your money. And then we tried to contact that email address afterwards, after that date, and they never replied after that. We sent them request letters over the internet that they please call us. We gave them our phone number and told them to call us collect, that we wanted our money back, and there was no response. And then we sent a certified registered certified mail letter, which I have a receipt for,
That's the
that
one
was
I
signed by
received.
Cindy Montero.
No, I did not sign that.
Well, that was signed by somebody.
My brother received it, but yeah, that's the only letter I received.
Is it your brother who was the one who sent this?
No, it was an ex-boyfriend.
Is this your brother's signature?
Yeah, I saw that. Yes, it is.
That's your
I
I
brother's?
saw that.
I also have a copy of the demand letter that we did send her.
There was a point in time, Your Honor, where because it took so long to send the snakes, she offered to send us another reptile. And at some point in time after that, a day or two after that, we got this screamer of an email saying that 2 of the snakes had died, and that she no longer wanted to do business with us, and that she was out $200. We told her that we were understanding, but you know, what was going on in California wasn't our problem. We just wanted our money.
Did you get that?
It was the person might have, but I didn't get anything. That's the only
What
letter
about
I
this-
got. That's the only.
This email, it says from Cindy Montero to Richie Wheeler, April 18, 1998, 1:08 p.m. Look, you and me, we weren't made to do business together. I'll send money back as soon as possible for you, and sorry for all the trouble. I would tell you what happened, but I guarantee you wouldn't believe it. My luck with you guys is unbelievable. I've lost a lot of money on this. Send you a money order as soon as possible. Sorry for everything.
I did not write that.
Well, the point is that even if I believe everything you said, you allowed someone else to use your email and your email address to really do someone else out of some money. And so, as far as they were concerned, it amounts to almost not almost, it amounts to an agency. It's an ostensible agency. You allowed him to use your name, and they thought they were dealing with you, and so the check was made out to you. You cashed it, so you're responsible. Judgment is for plaintiff $588.
I don't think we're going to deal with just individuals anymore on a any regular basis at all. I think we'll deal just with specifically reptile dealers or brokers that sell reptiles as a business.
I won't trust anybody anymore.
Right now, he eats 2 large rats every other week. And seems to be very happy to do it and would probably eat more if we let him.
Well, we have to pre-kill the rats, because if we feed the snake live rats, the rats could harm the snake, so we have to kill them before we feed him to him. But we put the snake in the bathtub, and then we just hand feed the rat. We hold the rats by the tail and just hand feed him to him. He takes it right out of our hands.
When I called him to tell him my 18-year-old declawed cat was missing, he put me on hold from his cell phone while he ordered beer and ate hamburgers and could care less my cat was missing.
The Animal Court is now in session. The Honorable Joseph A. Wapner, Judge presiding.
I know you've all been sworn. I have read your complaint. You're suing for breach of a written contract, a lease?
Yes, because
You have the copy of the lease? All right, may I see it?
Oh, he has it.
Is this 72 or 92? 92?
Yes, he had,
16th of June.
right.
It's the day I went into the Army in 1942. When did you move out?
July 1st, 1996, I believe. And he never returned my security or
I'm
pet
trying to find out
deposit.
what the security deposit was.
The security deposit itself was for something, I believe, the breakdown, and then he didn't return
Was it
it within the
535?
21 days.
Pardon me?
And then he didn't return it within the 21 days. It's been 2 years, and then interest.
Well, I
That's
know,
the
but it was
breakdown.
$535 deposit?
I think so.
Your Honor, if you look on the bottom line there,
I'll
it shows
find
what
it.
the deposit was. It was $100.
That's the pet deposit.
Paid first and last and security deposit of $100.
That lease was when I first had moved in there, and first and last month, he did not allow me to not pay my last month's rent when I was there, because the law had changed since that lease was in effect, where you were not allowed to have first and last months. You could only have first and security deposit. So he had my deposit, plus he made me pay my last month's rent
that
in
correct, sir?
addition to that.
Well, that's questionable because
Not questionable. It either is or it isn't. She
He-
said
he
she paid you.
specifically told
Just a
me
minute.
that.
Just a minute. Just a minute. She said she paid you the first and last month,
she did pay her last month.
and then when the last month came up, she paid rent, and you kept the other as a security deposit.
Well, she actually owed me some money for a past month, and she ended up giving me some receipts for repairs that she had done because she was behind in rent.
I was never behind in my rent, Your Honor. I could bring all the receipts for that, and the thing is that I had given him a bunch of receipts because I completely renovated the apartment. I was
I
so
want to get a
anal,
security deposit. Was it $635?
It was
The 100 plus the 535?
It was $535. The $600 additional is because he didn't pay it back within the 21 days. There's, in addition to that, the pet deposit was $100. So it was $635 plus the $600 plus the interest for the 2 years is what I was suing for. That's the whole.
When she moved out, sir, did you furnish her with a statement about any damages that she may have caused?
Your
No, I
Honor?
didn't.
Just a minute, please.
I didn't have a forwarding address until later on. She wrote me a letter.
When? When did you have it?
She wrote me a letter in December of '96, and
You had her
requested-
address at that time?
at that time. Yes.
Did you send her a statement at that time? of
I
any
did send
alleged-
her a statement.
Pardon me?
I did send her a statement.
Did he send you a
He
statement?
sent me a letter, Your Honor,
me see it.
that states how much money he would send me, which he never did follow through with. And in addition to that, I left my address the same and had the post office forward my mail for one entire year to my new address. So I had told him that he could just drop it in the mailbox and they would just forward it from that point. And he had never done it at that time. And in addition to me completely renovating the entire apartment and being so anal as to even, I I shut off the electricity and changed all the outlets, the switch plates, everything. I planted a new lawn before I left, and he just did not return it because I've had run-ins with him from the past. He took one of my kittens. He stole one of my kittens after I was kind enough to loan him my pet carrier for his pit bull. The day that he returned my pet carrier, he had it smelling of mackerel, and he, proud as a peacock, told me how he trapped one of the kittens in the back, and he dumped it on some farm.
Those are wild cats.
They were not. I have pictures of the cats. This is the mama cat right here. She had 4 kittens. And he stole one of the kittens. He trapped her because she was semi-feral.
Sir, in your letter to her, she has underlined, I will be forwarding a check in the amount of $540.28 to your new address. Did you ever send that check, sir?
No, I did not.
Why not?
I basically sent her the letter. I was trying to get my cable box back from her, and I knew that if I had told her that she lost her deposit, I would never get my cable box. Her deposit was only $100.
How much was the cable box?
There's like a $250 deposit required on those if you don't get them back, and I loaned it to her, and she never gave it back.
You have a receipt for the $250?
No, I don't. She gave it back finally.
Oh, you got it back?
Yeah, about 6 months after that.
Then why don't you owe her $540.28?
Her deposit was only $100.
No, the pet deposit was $100. The deposit was $534.
Did you keep records of what she paid you?
No, I didn't. I mean,
As a landlord, you don't keep records of your payments? And
it was 1996. I don't have those.
Didn't your accountant ever tell you you should keep those receipts for about 5 years?
I guess I should. But after she moved out...
But you didn't do it?
I don't have it.
What is your witness here to testify about?
He did the repairs on the unit, and after...
I did the repairs on the unit after she had moved out, and I'm here to testify.
How much did they run? How much did they come to?
I have a bill. He's got a bill.
Did he pay it?
Yes.
Your Honor, that is dated in August, and he sent me that letter that I gave to you in December. So it was after that. So if he had a problem with any of that, it should have been stated in the letter.
Did you ever send her this copy of this bill?
No, I was trying to get the cable box back from her.
When did she give you the cable box back?
She gave it to one of the tenants at the unit, at the complex, finally.
When did you get it, sir?
I got it like 2 months after that, and I have a copy.
When was that?
It was probably a year after that, in 1997, in the summer of 1997.
What are those pictures?
These are pictures of the apartment, before and after pictures of all the work that I did, the hardwood floor, the kittens that were in the back.
Before she moved in, that yard
Here's a
was
list also
nice
of
grass
everything
growing
that
in
I
it.
did in
It was
there.
beautiful and green. The sprinklers all worked. She got these 2 Great Dane puppies, and they just dug holes everywhere, chewed all the nozzles off the sprinkler
Tim has a problem
system.
because of pets, and he has been very negligent with my pets, and we've had a lot of run-ins since then. Prior to that, we got along perfectly fine, but once the thing started with him let my 18-year-old cat out of the house while he had someone come in and do work. When I called him to tell him my 18-year-old declawed cat was missing, he put me on hold from his cell phone while he ordered beer and ate hamburgers and could care less my cat was missing.
Your Honor, if you see the size of this dog right here, she had 2 dogs that size and another dog in this yard.
Did you know about that when she moved in, sir?
She had 1 Great Dane, and
I
then
had one
that dog
Great
died.
Dane.
That dog died. Then her boyfriend bought her 2 more, and I was just overjoyed to see that. And those dogs dug that yard up, chewed the sprinkler heads off. It was nothing but a dust bowl.
Planted a lawn upon leaving.
Take a short recess. I'll come back, give you my decision.
Remain seated and come to order. This court is again in session.
It's a fascinating case legally. May not be for you, but it is for me. We have a written lease. The lease calls for a security deposit of $100. That carries with it a statute of limitations on a written contract of 4 years. So you could get your $100 back. You modified that lease on July 1st of 96, either sometime prior to the time you moved out, and you increased that security deposit by $535. That was by an oral contract. You modified the written lease. So in order to get back the $635, or at least the $535, there's a 2-year statute of limitations. That's expired. But the defendant sent a letter to the plaintiff in which he says he owes her $540.28. This tolls the statute of limitations, really brings a new one. You could sue on that written part of it for 4 years. So it puts you in the clear. I think you're entitled to interest of $54 for a year, $27 for half a year, which brings us to $621.28. I don't know how long you've been a landlord, Mr. Oswald, but I think you should do a little studying and a little reading. Section of the code reads, within 3 weeks after the tenant has vacated the premises, the landlord shall, that means mandatory, furnish the tenant by personal delivery or by first-class mail, postage prepaid, a copy of an itemized statement indicating the basis for and the amount of any security received and the disposition of the security, and shall return any remaining portion of the security to the tenant.
No, I didn't know where she was. She moved
Wait
out
a minute, you found out because you wrote her a letter.
in December.
But you didn't tell her then. Except what you did tell her was you were going to return $540.28, which you never did. And you told me the reason for it was you wanted her to return some cable box, which she finally did. You still never sent her the $540. The court may award damages for bad faith whenever the facts warrant such an award, regardless of whether the injured party has specifically requested relief, which she has not done. In any action under this section, the landlord or the landlord's successor in interest shall have the burden of proof as to the reasonableness of the amounts claimed or the authority pursuant to this section to demand additional security deposits. So I could award her an additional $600. I think it's reasonable to award her an additional $300. Total judgment for the plaintiff, $921.28.
The house, I mean, the whole apartment building kind of seemed like it was becoming an animal zoo, and then, you know, some stray cats, she said that they were her cats, appeared. And I did capture one, and I gave it to a good home.
He didn't capture one and give it to a good home. It was a feral kitten. It wouldn't go with anybody, and he's full of beans. He just dumped it. I moved to buy a house so I could get away from men like him that are slumlords. That's what I did. So now
I hope it has a big yard, because when this dog goes to the bathroom, they're about this big, and I tell you, the whole place stunk, and they tore chewed all the heads off of every sprinkler I ever had. The whole place was nothing but a dust bowl when they moved out. And I still can't get the grass to grow.